Hey VC, what's up? It's me, yours truly. I am back to post a quick video here. Gonna do a recent finds video. Another video here where I just kind of share with you some of the stuff that's come in that I haven't shared with you yet. And as always, I'm just gonna kind of go to my recently acquired stack right over here and just pick out 5 random albums. Well, 4 random albums. One I want to show you for sure. And yeah, just kind of share with you some of the recent finds. So one other kind of non-vinyl thing that I want to share, just because I think it's kind of cool, and it's actually these right here, which are kind of cool. That new Skechers line with the Rolling Stones. I think there's like 3 or 4 different styles or something like that. But I saw these the other day and I was like, those are just too cool. I have to have those. And so went ahead and picked up a pair of those, which are kind of neat. You know, nothing spectacular about them in terms of make or anything else. I mean, it's really just all about the Rolling Stones, the tongue there. So the thing that was kind of weird about it is, and you guys know pretty much here in the VC, everyone has the collector spirit, even if you don't necessarily collect to collect, you know, gathering the physical media and blah, blah, blah. You know, I got them and I was like, I can't wait to get them, can't wait to wear them. I think they're cool. I'll wear them to work and blah, blah, blah. And so I got them, and then they came in this box. You know, I remember pulling the box out and I was like, man, that's kind of freaking cool. You know, with all the tongues and everything on there, all the different colors. And so, and also there's a little card that's kind of sitting back over there. I didn't grab it, that came inside of it. But by the time I saw the box and then, you know, pulled out the shoes and saw that and everything else, I was like, I can't freaking wear these things. I was like, those have to be in the music room. It's like, I want to look at those all the time. And so am I going to go get them all, you know, dirty and wear them like, you know, like you do shoes? And I kind of decided, well, for now, I'm not going to wear them. They're just going to sit as a part of my music room just because they're kind of cool. And I don't think I would have done it if the box wouldn't have been so cool. I think that's really what threw me off to thinking display of some sort or whatever else. I was like, that is just freaking awesome. So now the whole vinyl addiction and collecting thing and all of that has carried over into shoes, which I never thought I would ever collect a pair of shoes. I've never been in anything like that, but just really, really cool. Just wanted to kind of share that with you. So the first record that I want to show, like I said, this is one I wanted to make sure I did pull out for this video. Kind of ties right into the shoes, which is the Rolling Stones 40 Licks. Was so happy when I heard this was being pressed. Picked it up at the shop the other day when I worked, and yeah, I think the thing that I love so much about this is, you know, we recently did that video of the 10 albums that we listened to the most, and if I had to go back and pick what are the 10 CDs that I listened to the most before I started collecting vinyl, this would have been one of the 10, because I used to play this 40 Licks all the time. Just such a great, you can kind of see the tracking list there, and you can pause it if you want a longer look. Just such a great list of just all of the classic Rolling Stones hits. And so I was really just so pumped that they pressed this on vinyl. I think they might have done a box set a long time ago that's kind of hard to get, I think, but I don't think they've actually pressed it on vinyl for a while. So great 4 LP set, and it's kind of just in a much thicker gatefold type package. But yeah, just an awesome one to finally get on vinyl, so that's cool. Really happy about that one. So to go to another one here, oh, that's a great one. Got this at the record show the other day when we were working. The Smiths, this is Meat is Murder. And you know, this is their release from 1985. Just another classic album by the Smiths. I'm not a gigantic Smiths fan, but at the same time, like, I do love them, especially the stuff that I actually like. So I'll never be one that'll go for their entire catalog or anything like that. But this is definitely one that I loved. And I've put off getting one of the reissues for quite some time now. And I'm glad I did, now that I was able to stumble across such a beautiful OG copy. So their release from 1985. Beautiful copy there. Next we have Heart Brigade, another nice little core pickup that I found at the show the other day. This is one I wanted for some time, and I've found a few copies here and there, you know, but anytime you have these black covers, you know, it's always very easy for those to show a lot of wear and stuff like that. So nice to stumble across just a beautiful copy. This is their release from 1990, so kind of right as we were pulling out of the 80s. This was kind of Heart's last, hurrah in the 80s, so to speak. Well, I mean, technically it came out in 1990, but it's their last 80s hurrah album in my mind. And of course, they had the big hit on here, All I Want to Do Is Make Love to You, which is a fantastic song. The Wilson sisters really doing their thing there. Love the storytelling in that one, even though it's kind of a little creepish. but yeah, really cool album, and another one I was very happy to get in my Heart collection, because this is one I've been missing for quite some time. That's what, 3. So go to another one here. Let's just go right to the end. And actually another one I got the same place I got that Smiths, and this is the Ramones, End of the Century. And this was their 1980 release. Number one, an OG, because I've been trying to pick up all the OG Ramones albums. So I'm, definitely getting close to that. I've been finding one here, one there, and it's been kind of coming together. Of course, I'm always waiting for stuff in the great condition, and when I pull this one out, first thought, when you take that first initial glance, you're like, whoa, and then like it jumps out, oh, there's a little nick right there. And I asked the guy about it, because I didn't want to start touching it or anything until I was like, is that like a price sticker, or is that on the cover? And he was like, no, that's on the cover actually. But I was like, man, that's so close to being perfect. I like that can definitely do, and if I ever stumble across just an absolute near mint one. But I mean, album is great, plays fantastic, and yeah, this is definitely one of their more interesting albums. Number one, it was produced by Phil Spector, and you can kind of tell too, because I mean, Ramones are always kind of creative and they're willing to go different places, but I feel like you can really feel it on this album, where some stuff kind of sounds very like very Ronettes poppy, and some stuff is kind of what new wave-ish was kind of gonna be, and then some stuff was traditional Ramones kind of stuff. So this album was definitely quite creative in that regard, and like I said, it's not a surprise that maybe Phil was the one that produced this. But cool album, and definitely one I'm so pumped to have in the collection. And last but not least, let's pick one more. Let's dig more towards the front here. And how about Bob Dylan? This is Infidels. Again, another one that I purged years ago. I've been really wanting to get back in my collection, so this was a nice grab. It has one of my favorite Bob Dylan songs, which is Joker Man. I mean, I've always just loved that song. I just think it's so fitting for his voice, and I just love the feel of it. I think sometimes with Bob, it can get very kind of monotoned after a while when it's the same old thing, like every, type of thing. But for some reason, like on that song, I feel more emotion in it than most of his other songs in terms of his voice inflection in certain places. So I don't know, it's just how I experience it. But yeah, his 1983 release, and it was nice just to find a nice copy of that. Very inexpensive album. It's one you find for, I don't know, $9-10 or whatever the case may be. So, but definitely a great one to have. So I think that's 5, right? Yeah. So there you go, VC. 5 recent finds there. As always, let me know what you think. Appreciate you guys watching, and we will talk to you soon. All right, take care, guys.